Hello, thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Sean. Today on the workbench, I have very, very unusual patient. Anyway, yeah, this is a Washburn mandolin. I don't even know how to tune a mandolin, let alone that I've never worked on one. But this is my very good friend Mark Jackson's mandolin, and it doesn't play. So I figured, hey, the principle's the same. I should be able to work it out. And I can tell right now the problem, or the main problem, is the neck is the neck needs some relief. There's no relief in it, and the bridge is all the way decked, and so combination of the two things. But let's take a look and see if I can. What can I use to check this neck? I think I have a ruler. Let's try that. I don't have any proper mandolin tools. This thing is dead flat. I think it needs just a little bit of relief. And then probably the action raised just a little. So I'm going to take some tension off. And I'm going to pop this off because it does have a truss rod. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And hang tight here. Let me loosen the string tension and we'll check the truss rod. Okay, so I have the string tension loose, and I have the strings pulled to the side, and I mean it's just completely flat. I think I'm just going to put a little bit of relief in the neck. I think it needs that. I mean, I can get away with some guitars without having hardly any, maybe none, or maybe no relief. But I don't know. With an acoustic instrument, I don't think so. And this is definitely, everything is choked out on this. So let's see what we have when we take this truss rod cover off. Again, I have no experience whatsoever with a mandolin, or even with acoustic instruments much. I really don't mess with them much, aside from being kind of gross in there. That's from the factory. Yeah, I think it just takes a 4mm. That's what it looks like. Let's see if this truss rod works. Yeah, 4mm. All right, so I'll loosen it. All right. See if that put a little bit of. I don't know that this is. I don't know if this is a two-way or not either. So there is that. So nothing may happen until there's some string tension on. But it's moving freely, so that's a positive. While I have it like this, I'm gonna just touch those frets up with a fret eraser, just a little. Not really gonna polish them. They look. I mean, this thing looks pretty new. All right, hang tight. I'm going to hit all these with the fret eraser, and then we're going to string it back up, and let me see what it's even tuned to. That little bit made a huge difference on these frets, actually. Pretty good. It's gonna definitely play better. You know, because I can't stand it, I am gonna go ahead and hydrate this this fretboard. My only task is technically to get it to play, but well, I just can't stand it. My OCD will not let me go on without doing this, so I'm just gonna do it like we would anything else. Plus, like I say, one of my best friends, Mark Jackson, I take care of him. So I've got the frets looking good. Gonna make this fretboard look good. Wow, this thing is so little. But yeah, we'll let this soak in, and then we'll go ahead and I'm gonna try to set this action by hand. Well, I guess you have to do it by hand, but I mean by eye. And then these strings are gross. I don't have mandolin strings, or I change them, but I'll let him change the strings. Let me go ahead and try to set this. This just has wheels like a Gibson, so I'm just gonna raise this a little. And hang tight. We'll wipe this off once it soaks in. Okay, so evidently a mandolin is tuned GDAE, so or GGAADDEE, since there's 8 strings. At least on this one there's 8. I don't know if they all have 8. I think some may have 4. Let's wipe this off. Yeah, those frets actually look good. We just hitting it with that fret eraser. Like I said, they look brand new. There's no marks in them or anything, so they were a little tarnished, and I didn't really polish them. Just hit them with the eraser. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, looks nice. All right, so say these strings are old and dirty, but I'm not going to mess with the strings. And it's just not something like I keep guitar and bass strings in quote unquote in stock, but I don't have anything like that for a mandolin. So I'll raise the action a little, and let's tune it and see where we're at. And I may have to readjust the neck. Okay, so I found a little bit of a high fret right here, and I just part of it is high actually. God, they're so little. So I just sanded it a little, and let me try to tune this back up. Let's see, these go to E. And then I try to put a little relief in the neck. I got all the strings working well, but the high ones. Let's try to get this one. Boy, it's a challenge tuning these little things. Don't break on me. I think that's it. Let me see if, let me tune it again. Okay, so yeah, I found 2 high frets. Pounded them in a little, had sand, 2 of them a little too. I adjusted the neck and adjusted the action. And I don't even know a chord on a mandolin, so. That's not good. Anyway, yeah, so it works. I'm gonna put the truss rod cover back on and call this one done. It was an experience for me. It does need strings. Honestly, it could probably use a fret leveling and crowning. I don't have anything that I can crown these little frets with, though. I mean, I don't know. It seems to play fine, from what I can tell. I don't know anything about mandolins, but it does bring to mind one of my favorite bands, or duos anyway, Seals and Crofts. Man, love those guys. Listen to them a lot, actually, which I know is odd, but I do. All right, so get this in here. I can do it without popping that string out. I don't know if I can. I don't want to have to retune it. I might have to. Let's see here. These strings are tuned so high. No, I'm going to have to take the string off or loosen it. So I won't make you watch that, because that's going to be a little bit of a pain in the butt, to be honest. Anyway, hey, thanks a whole lot for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and tell your friends. Put something in the comments if you know anything about mandolins. I obviously do not. Listen to Rifle every day. Love one another.